to take your Savasana. Pero if you have props, please place your blocks like so. So one block, third level, highest level, another block like a few inches after that, and we'll be leaning on our blocks like so. If you don't have blocks, you need to use pillows and prop them like so. So pwedeng dalawang pillows siya. Pwedeng, if you're using pillows, pwedeng one crosswise and another lengthwise. And we're going to scoot the butt, lengthen the legs, slowly lower down, and lower our arms towards the side, resting the entire back body on the pillows and the mat. So this is a passive stretch on the back. If you want to use your blocks, you can use them. So stacking both blocks like so that first block that is closer to you will match or coincide with the shoulder blades, and the other one coincides with the head, like so, right? So if you need to adjust, maybe you can remove your hair tie as well if you have a hair tie. So find yung best position for you, may it be closer or further, and once you're there, you feel the stretch on the back, lower the arms, okay? You can relax the toes, and we'll stay here just for a couple of breaths. Okay, you can close the eyes, breathing in and out. And at this point, feel free to think about your intentions for this practice. May it be a pose or exploring the body. So whatever your intention is for this class, you are free to think about that and ruminate about that. Breathing in through the nose. And in here, maybe you can explore what your anchors are. Maybe be the breath, the sensation of the block underneath, or the pillows underneath the body. If you're feeling more discomfort than a stretch, you can adjust your props. If you have a wheel, you are free to lay on your wheel as well. Good, we'll stay here for one more minute, and then we will be doing our flow. Don't worry, I am just here. Really take this time to simmer. Imagine that you are butter that's maybe a cube of ice, chocolate that's just naturally melting in heat. Slowly allowing the body to get used to its extension. Just a couple more breaths. Getting comfortable here. And from here, slowly lift ourselves up in the laziest way as you can, taking note of any sensations relating to your vertigo if you have. Just really allow yourself to lift up here. Let's take our seat. Okay, good. And from here, we're going to do our proper warm-up. So we'll do and cows first, okay? So in our cats and cows, we'll start in tabletop. Feel free to remove your blocks first. So we'll take them out to the side. Plant your hands on the mat. You may stack your shoulders over the wrists. Fingers are wide and gripping on the mat. Hips over the knees. You can tuck or untuck the toes. It's up to you. All right. And from here, we'll do our cow first. But in doing our cats and cows, let's focus less on the back bit and more on the tailbone. All right. So the tailbone can help us a lot in finding the right, or not the right, but like the leading or the direction of the curvature of the spine. So watch me first as I do my cow. I'm going to tilt my tailbone towards the sky, and immediately you'll have that back bend on the lower back. And from here, I'm going to drop my chest, roll the shoulders back, and gaze forward. So this is one way we can do our cow. You can do it with me. Feel that this might be more sense than just, dropping the chest. And all right, taking an inhale here. And as we exhale, we're going to do cat. So deconstructing it a little bit more, we're going to tuck that tailbone downwards, and immediately the sacrum and the lower. From here, we'll protract the shoulders, round the upper back, and gaze in between our hands or in between the belly. Maybe tucking also the chest, so rather our chin towards the chest. Taking an inhale here and exhale. Now let's do our cats and cows for 4 more times. On an inhale, take your cow, taking it slowly, long, deep breath as you inhale, breath to movement. Exhale to cat. So imagine if you are a scaredy cat. The floor is lava. Inhale to cow. And exhale to cat. So apart from your tailbone, inhaling to cow, realize that there are certain movements in the shoulders that allow you to bend the spine, right? So those are your protractions and retractions. One last inhale. And exhale. And then let's go back to neutral. Now let's take our prop. You have your block or your pillow or a book, anything that has weight but not so heavy. Now when you drop it, you're going to hurt yourself, okay? So I have my slow manila block here. It's something I can grip. It's not super bulky. What we're going to do is spinal balance. So we're going to lift the right arm forward, carrying that block in front of us. And then left leg back, spinal balance here. To the neutral position here. So I'll wait for you to find your prop, to find your balance. All right. So let's stay here for 3 breaths. 1, 2, good 1. And see, on the next inhale, let's combine our cow. So on an inhale, let's do our cow, but with the spinal balance aspect here. Arching the back, inhale, exhale, we will do our cat with a crunch. So exhale, bend the knee to the elbow, and crunch. Doing that 4 more times. Inhale, just call your tiger. Exhale to your crunch. 3 more times. Inhale, and exhale. 2 more times. Inhale. I know this is challenging. Exhale, but we're adding in weight just so we can help strengthen the spine. Exhale. Lower down, back to neutral. Let's do it on the other side. All right. So this time, left hand is facing in front. Then we will kick the right leg towards the back. Staying here, spinal balance, neutral spine. For 3 breaths. 1, 2, drishti at the front of the mat or in front of you. And 3. On an inhale, let's do our cow or tiger. Inhale, arch the spine. Maybe gazing even up or towards the block. Exhale, round to curl. 4 more times. Inhale and exhale. Inhale 3 more times. And exhale. Don't worry yet about the height of your legs or your arms. Exhale. Just think about how the body is engaging. What parts are squeezing? What parts are opening? One last time. Inhale. And exhale. Release the block. Slowly lower down. Find your child's pose. Breathing in and out. If child's pose is in any way uncomfortable for you, you are free to do a different pose. And after this, we'll be doing some drills on our shoulders. So if you have a strap or a towel, feel free to bring them out. So I have my Monina strap here with me. If you have bands also, those will work. So while you're in child's pose or while you're getting your props, I'll show you how we can do our shoulder mobility drills with our strap. Well, you can also do it if you have a long tanday or long pillow. Or something long that you can, that you can hold like this. So you are free to do this standing up or kneeling down, but not entirely seated down. So actually, when you do back bends, it's much easier to access them when the body is upright. So poses like this in kneeling position or standing up. But I'll kneel so that you can see me. Okay, now from here, first we'll do is to stretch our band or our towel, and then we're going to lift our arms up and then lower them down behind us. So we're really stretching the shoulders here, testing its mobility as well. So there's no prescribed distance or length in your towel or whatever prop you're using. Just use the distance that works for you, okay? So we'll do this for 10 times. Starting now, on an inhale, going back, exhale forward. 9 times. Inhale and exhale. If you wish to do it at your own pace, feel free to do so. I can watch you. And maybe along your count, maybe you can also try shortening the length if that feels much more challenging much more challenging for you. Or feel free to lengthen them out more if it's comfortable for you that way. Okay, good. And here I want you to feel that when you bring your strap towards the back, you feel the squeeze in the shoulder blades. Maybe you can also release the chest forward, adding in some elements of your cat and cow here. All right. Maybe you're on the latter part of count. And whenever you are done, you'll do a combo of this and some twists. All right. So from here, wherever you are, whatever distance you prefer, we'll be sending our props towards the side. So here horizontal, we're going to send them towards the side. So it's like we're tilting our line vertically like so, and then tilting it back horizontally. But now the strap is behind. So, diba, in front muna, tilting towards the side so that I have a slight side bend, and then towards the back. And then iikutin ko siya towards the right side, like so, vertical line ulit, and then towards the front. All right? So we'll do that 5 times. It's like we're doing circles with our arms and our strap, okay? So 5 times. Maybe you can add in a little squeeze in the glutes as you send your chest and your hips forward. Very good. For 5 times. Doing it at your own pace. Feeling the lengthening in the armpit region and the front body. And whenever you're done, do it on the other side. Okay, good. Nice one, ladies and everyone. Don't forget to breathe. You can also use a belt if you don't have a strap. Okay, that's fine. Okay, good. Now, whenever you're done, let's slowly let go of the strap. Let's bring out our blocks or pillows. And we'll do some salutations with our blocks as our weight. Blocks or pillows as our weight. Now, you have 2 options here. One option is your block. If you have a thin, tight, squishy block like so, or your pillow, Sige, I'll demo with the pillow if walang block yung mga tao. If you have a pillow, you're going to place that in between our legs, like so. Pwede lengthwise, pwede. But I want you to feel so angat nyo siya up to the groin so that when you squeeze the glutes, you'll feel the squeeze against the back of the pillow, okay? So we're going to do some salutations with this. And let me just increase it. Feel the squeeze against the block like so. So you're gonna feel the engagement of the squeezing of the thighs and the back and the hamstrings with the block, because it gives much more feedback. Right? So one option, another option is to add a block as your weight. Salutations, diba? If like you perform some salutations in a very lazy way, ganito itsura niya. Ganyan itsura niya. Ganyan, ganyan. Puro bending forward and back. So what we're going to do is add a spinal balance element to the block. Okay? So we're going to lift up to your Urdhva. This is our upward salute, and add a little back bend. And as you do your back bend, send your feeling that extension. Not so intense kung hanggang saan lang kaya. Exhale to forward fold. Option to fold all the way, keeping your block in front, or just let it hang. Okay? So really testing the balance here. If you want to micro bend the knees, feel free to do so. On the next inhale to our halfway lift, roll the shoulders back, neutralize the spine, still squeezing against the block. And then exhale, we're going to lower down to chaturanga with the block in between our legs, okay? So lower the block down in your hands. You can frame your hands around the corners of the block. Maybe shimmy your legs backwards and then do your chaturanga or with your knees down. Anyway, chaturanga is not important, but what we're doing here is squeezing the glutes, okay? So no need to perfect your chaturanga here. Chaturanga. The next pose is important, and that is our cobra. So in cobra, we untuck the toes. We're going to lift our chest forward here, okay? Squeeze the glutes, squeeze the back body, roll the shoulders back, sending the chest forward, gaze forward. So here in cobra, we'll spend 5 breaths here as compared to our down dog, because usually you're gonna do down dog 5 breaths, but here we'll do cobra 5 breaths. And feel the extension of the body as you send yourself forward. If you want to do your upward facing dog, that's fine, but it's not super relevant to our practice today, and it's inaccessible. So up to you to choose whatever option you want. And then so 5 breaths here, and then we'll do our down dog. So still with the block in between, shimmy the legs, sending the hips back, and up, down dog. Just for 1 breath here in down dog, and then the next breath is halfway lift once again. So sending our legs up, halfway lift the block in front of you. Again, the balance tayo. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale, rise to your upward salute. Adding a little back bend. And exhale, Samastiti. All right? Okay. So that's a demo. I will lead you into 3 rounds of this modified sun salutations. All right? So choose your adventure. If you don't want to do them with props, that's fine. But the props really help in giving that feedback that you need for the back bend. All right? So whenever you're ready, starting in our mountain pose, Tadasana. Okay? On an inhale, upward salute, lifting the block up, squeezing, adding a little bit of back bend here. Exhale, forward fold. Slightly tilting the tailbone here, the knees accessing the neutral spine. On an inhale, going forward to our halfway lift. Exhale, plant your block and hands. Do your chaturanga dandasana. Or if you want to stop at plank, that's fine. Or if you want to lower down, that's fine. We'll do our cobra. So recover up your cobra. Untuck the toes, sending the chest forward, shoulders back, squeezing the shoulder blades. Squeezing for 5. Breathing in and out. 4, 3, 2, planting the tops of the feet. And 1, slowly tuck the toes, find your downward facing dog. So this is an additional challenge to keep the legs together, right? With the blocks in between. On the next in-breath, walk forward to our halfway lift, neutral spine. Once again, if you want to micro bend the knees, feel free to do so, as long as there is a stretch in your hamstrings. Exhale, forward fold. On an inhale, slowly, right? Gather strength to lift the body and your block up and maybe a little bit back. And exhale to your Tadasana. All right, 2 more rounds. I'll watch and guide you. On the next in-breath, do your Urdhvastasana. Upward salute, adding a little bit of back bend if you want. Inhale. Nice one, ladies. Exhale to your forward fold. Okay. Inhaling to your halfway lift, sending your energy forward. Exhaling to your chaturanga or low plank. Take your time as you shimmy the legs and feet, lowering down. And then from here, take your cobra. If it's a baby cobra, an upward dog, it's your option. Nice one. Follow through with the head. 5, 4, maybe you can roll the shoulders back. 3, nice one, Goldie. 2, and 1. Downward facing dog. Squeezing against the block just for 1 breath here. Good one. Stepping forward to our halfway lift. Take as many steps as you need. Halfway lift, neutralize the spine. Nice one, Rio. Exhale to forward fold. Okay. Good one. Inhale, rise. Upward salute, saluting to the moon since it's the evening now. And exhale, Samastitihi, Tadasana. 1 last round. Taking an inhale. Upward salute once again. Maybe let's take it a little bit faster. Exhale to your forward fold, Uttanasana. Nice one. Inhaling to your halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Nice one, Hannah. Exhale, Chaturanga, low plank. Good. Lowering down. Inhaling to your cobra. We'll spend 5 breaths here. Right. So think about the extension of the spine. And the spine, and in back bend, so you're not just bending the spine. So think about lengthening the front body, squeezing the back body. So from your calves to your hamstrings, to the muscles on the back, and even the muscles on the neck. If that means gazing forward or up, feel free to do so. You can also roll the shoulders back. There. Nice one, Hannah. And 1. Release to your downward facing dog. Good. So in down dog, this is essentially a fold. So neutralize the spine here. Inhaling, halfway lift, stepping forward, neutral once again. Exhale, forward fold, neutral. So there's a slight bending when you do our forward fold, but that's fine. And inhale to rise, gather strength, ground the feet, lifting your block upwards and a little bit backwards. Nice one, Tia. And exhale, release. Nice one, girls. All right. So from here, we're going to meet each other on the mat. But this time, instead of facing the mat and doing our drills on a tabletop, we'll do the other one. Reverse tabletop. Now, reverse top looks like this. It's literally the opposite top. Wants to lengthen the front body, right? With distance, right? And then from here, we're going to slowly lift the hips up, squeezing the glutes, and lift the chest up, gazing upwards. Option, well, not an option, but it depends on you. If you're comfortable gazing forward towards the knee or at your nose, or maybe if you're comfortable like leaning the head all the way back, find your adventure. Okay. So here, it might be tough, but try to squeeze the glutes and access your mobility of your shoulders here. All right. Okay. So whenever you're ready, let's start doing this for 5 breaths. Preparing yourself. Let's go. On an inhale, lift up, gather strength. Nice one. Stay for 5, 4, 3. Think about extending the hips up. 2. Lower down. We'll do another variation of that. This time reverse plank. So in reverse plank, we're going to do the same with the hands, but this time release the legs forward. Plank, what we're going to do is plant our toes and our feet on the mat. So really lengthening this region here, this region. Okay, baka hindi nyo pala kita. Lengthening the region. Planting the hands. Same thing. Squeezing the glutes and lifting up. So this is a bit of an arm work which we need for our king cobra. So stay here and 5 breaths as well. And to find your lift, really breathe deeply in and out of the nose and lift your hips up. So think about your bridge pose, but this time we're doing a different variation of it. Okay? Right, whenever you're ready, let's go. Take your inhale and then lift up. 4, 5. 2 and 1. Slowly release. Shake the hips. Shake it side to side. Okay, nice one. So now, let's go back and look at the mat. Let's do some prone drills in preparation for our here. Focus more or okay. So grab your block. I'll do the pillow for you to use that. Okay, I'll use this pillow instead. So from here, so take your prone pose. Prone pose is with the entire body on the mat, entire front body on the mat. And what we're going to do is take the legs in together between. So counting balancing work lang na ginagawa here. If you have a block, you need to do that as well. Okay. Now from here, if awkward siya with the pillow, maybe you can push the pillow backwards na onte. So feel your other foot against the pillow. So you're going to feel a slight squeeze and engagement on the hamstrings here. Kasi you're squeezing eh.
Sa akin lang ba, medyo naglalag ka mo? Or me lang or everyone?
I think ako yun. Okay.
Medyo low bandwidth yung
Oh, okay. Alright. Wait. Pero you can hear me.
Yeah, you can hear it.
Hear me? Okay. Alright. So, what we're gonna do is squeeze your pillow or your block against the feet. And then we're going to lift our feet up. So knees are slightly grounded on the mat. Like so. So focusing on our toe points, you want remember your reverse plank, diba? Naka-toe point 5. So with your block, whatever position you want it. In between, we're going to just squeeze the legs in together, squeeze against the block, and send your toes forward. Okay, staying here for 5 breaths. You can assist yourself mat in Sphinx pose. Okay, so taking in breaths 5, 4, lifting the chest a little bit, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly lower down. We'll do another variation of this. This time, maybe with the knees lifted off the mat. So access your glutes here. If you have another block, feel free to put that block in between the legs. So ganun din. So now we're squeezing against the block. So squeezing 2 times. Feet and thighs. Alright? So whenever you're ready, 5 counts once again. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, slowly lift up. 5 breaths here, lifting the knee. 5, 4, squeezing here. 3. Now you can feel the engagement, right? 2, and 1. Slowly lower down. Release. If you want to shake, feel free to do so. If you want to keep having the block there, feel free to do so. We'll add the back body. Rather, we'll add our back then. Okay. So from here, option to stay on your forearms here, or option to push yourself against the mat and do your high cobra. So we're getting closer na, diba? Okay. So first muna with Sphinx pose. So from here, wala naman ito sa pinagkaiba sa ginawa natin, but we'll add some active engagement here, okay? So from here, so we're gonna do the same drill. Roll the shoulders back. If you feel like, parang, I'm gonna show you. If you feel like yung upward dog or cobra nyo ay parang nakaganyan, see if you can relax the shoulders. Roll them back. So that ganito siya. This region is free and it feels more, it makes more sense. And then kasi with this position, you're squeezing the shoulder blades at the back. And you're able to relieve some weight off the lower back. Nice one. All right, so let's do the same drill. 5 breaths. Sphinx pose muna, so forearms on the mat. Okay, ready? Roll the shoulders back. As you inhale, exhale, lift your knees and feet up. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly lower down. We'll do another set of taps. This time, let's add the head. So back then, if you have, or if you remember your knowledge of the spine, kasama yung neck sa back bend. So it makes sense when we do our back bends and when we do spinal extensions, our head follows. So gaganyan yung head natin. Okay? So roll the shoulders back, squeeze the shoulder blades. Maybe you can lean the head a little bit back, not so much naman that you're straining the front side. So maybe gaze towards the nose, or in front or at the corner of the room. All right? Do that. Getting ready. Take your inhale, roll the shoulders. Exhale, lift the knees and your feet up. So we're slowly getting there to our King Cobra. Nice one, ladies. For 5, 4, see if you can lift the knees. Kahit super onting inch lang. 3, nice 1, 2, and 1. Slowly lower down. One last iteration. This time, see if we can straighten our arms. Okay, straight arm scapula strength tayo ngayon. So this might be intense kasi it mimics your upward dog or full high cobra. So if you wish to support the front body with a wheel or pillows, feel free to do so. So I'll show you. So with the wheel, what you can do is lean the front body, place your hands or allow your thumbs to click on the bottom of your wheel so that the front body is sort of relaxing on the wheel. Pero instead of just dumping the weight over the wheel, see if you can slowly shift back na onte. So parang guide lang siya nandyan. Anytime that you feel uncomfortable, you can easily opt out. Okay? So we're gonna lift up like so. Straight arms. No need this time to lift the knees. So kanina yung lifting the knees was just there for us to squeeze the glutes. Okay? So here, option to do like so. If you don't want to add any props, you can simply do it King Cobra style. Okay? Like so. Okay? If you want to add pillows, you can stack your blocks like so. So maybe one block at the highest setting in front of you. Another block second setting, like so. ganyan, and then pillow. And then you can rest your front body on the pillow to help you prop. Okay? Choose your adventure. Do it one more time before we do the full expression. Or not naman the full expression, pero combining all elements together. Alright? Whenever you're ready, let's take an inhale. Preparing yourself, propping yourself. And exhale, slowly lift up. Engaging the entire back body for 5 breaths. 5, 4, 3. Imagine that you are a seal. 2, and 1. Slowly lower down. Nice one, ladies. So again, our goal here is not to connect the head or the feet. No, that's not possible for everyone, and that's not the goal of the pose. The goal of the pose is to help us access the engagement in the back body. So seeing the back body by feeling it. Okay? Alright. Feel free to rest here for a little bit. We'll do last few active drills and then do it again. Alright? Kasi we relied a lot on passive. Okay? So maybe if you want to do your child's pose, feel free to slide to your child, maybe in a very slow manner, just to neutralize the back bend. Okay, nothing too intense. Staying there for 5 breaths. Nice one, ladies. Kung may enough time tayo, we can explore another pose. Okay. And really, this is the time to be friends with your props. So they're there not only to give us room, but also to help us access the more challenging parts from the practice. So actually, without those blocks, it's hard to squeeze the glutes as is, especially if you have a space in between the thighs. Diba? And whenever you're ready, let's proceed to our active drills. So this time, prone again. We're going to do locust pose. So locust pose, yes, we can start with our bow. So option to keep the knees bent or to extend them like so. And what we're going to do is lift the legs. No, not the legs, lift the feet and the knees. Lift the arms up and lift the chest like so. So parang Superman, or it's like you're doing your, what do you call that? When you're falling from the sky. Like so, alright? So from here, we're going to hold this first for 5 breaths. Release. Second round, pulse up and down. And release. And the third option, and the third drill is to bend the knees. We're going to do our bow pose. Hold the outsides of the feet or maybe at the front of the feet. We're going to lift our knees up. Lift the chest up to our bow or Dhanurasana. Alright, so let's do the first drill pose. First, locust pose. Alright? Preparing yourself. On an inhale, lift the back body. Lift the lower legs. Exhale, lift your chest and your arms, staying here for 5. Squeezing the back body. 4, nice one. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly lower down. Don't forget to breathe. I know it's hard to access the breath here kasi belly against the mat. Second round, we're going to pulse. Okay? Alright. Prepare yourselves. Inhale, lift lower body. Exhale, lift the front, the top body. And pulse here. So as you inhale, arms up. Exhale, lower down for 5. Nice and goldie. 4, 3, nice one, Lexi. 2, slow pulse, feeling that engagement, and 1, lower down. Release. You want to do that again? It's fun, no? Okay, sige, let's do that again. Let's do that pulse once again. Kasi Fico gusto yung mabilis eh. Sige, let's do it faster. Okay? Alright. Preparing yourself. Inhale. Exhale. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly lower down. Nice one. Last drill or rather pose is Dhanurasana. Dhanurasana is bow, as in bow of an archer, not bow, hair tie bow. Okay, so from here, since archer bow siya, we're gonna look like a letter D in this pose, alright? Or it also looks like a boat. Looks more like a boat than the actual boat pose. So from here, again, access your toe point, lift your feet up to squeeze your feet. If you want to add a block in this pose, you need to do so. That's fine. Adding a block in between the legs. If you don't want to do that, you need to opt out of that. Okay. Now from here, we're going to lift the feet. Grab your feet with your hands. If not accessible, kahit dito lang sa labas, kahit just a pinky, basta not naman na masasaktan kayo, okay? So wherever is accessible for you. And then from here, lift muna the lower body. So immediately you're going to feel some stretch on the lower back, and then lift the chest up. And then, pag na-lift mo na both sila, you'll access more lifts together, squeezing the knees in, shoulders to the back, squeezing the shoulder blades together, gazing forward. 5 breaths din tayo doon, alright? And don't forget to breathe. Okay, whenever you're ready, tinayin nyo na naman eh. So this is actually your second round. Okay, whenever you're ready, let's slowly lift up. Care for the knee. Let's go. Lift up for 5, 4, 3. Don't forget to breathe. 2. Drishti towards the front. And 1. Nice one, babies. So if you notice, Dhanurasana is just your king cobra, pero the belly is on the mat. Like iba lang tayo ng plane of movement. And so is your wheel pose. And so is your pigeon pose. Pigeon is kapotasana. That's the one na baliktad. Ganito siya. It's the hard one. So it's really your cobra, king cobra pose, pero your arms and your lower body are on the mat. Okay. So most backbends are just the same. We're doing it on different planes of movement lang. Okay. Let's access our king cobra once again. Props, no props, up to you. And then we'll end the practice. Okay. Let's go, girls. Okay. So again, king cobra, nagawa na naman natin eh. But maybe this time with our active drills, mas accessible na siya. Okay? So feel free to prop yourselves up. Maybe if you want more height in your arms, you are free to place your blocks underneath your arms. Okay? And note lang, since this is the last, and I know this is my tendency tayong lahat to do the full expression really connect. I just want to tell you that really observe yourself here. Be mindful of every inch or centimeter that you lift or access the pose. Kasi you're going to feel the pain only when you release. And then there's yung point, oh shit, I did so much. Okay, so try to avoid that. Really study and observe yourself. Okay, not worrying so much on the outer expression, but rather on how it feels on both the body and the mind. Okay, right? So let's try it once again. So prop yourself up. I'm going to add blocks underneath my arm for those who want to see how it looks with the higher height. Okay, but take note na iba-iba tayo ng flexibility in the spine. Now from here, we're going to first access the toe point, lift our feet, squeeze the glutes. Again so una natin naramdaman is always the lower back. So squeeze the glutes, step 1. Roll the shoulders back, squeeze the shoulder blades, step 2. You might feel less weight on the lower back, right? I hope that feels the same for you. And from here, step 3, lean the head, follow through. So we're forming a nice curve with the back talaga. Nothing is not connecting, or rather nothing is parang we're one line or one curve here, okay? Let's stay here, or if you want to do 10 counts, you need to do so. 10, 9, breathing in and out. 7, 6, squeezing the back body. 6, 5, 4, 3, roll the shoulders back, relax the shoulders. 2, and 1. Slowly lower down and release. Nice one. So we'll do our counter stretches this time. Okay? If you want to do your child, feel free to slowly slither backwards to your child. Keeping the spine just slightly rounded, so not super. If you want to prop up in your child, feel free to do so. You can add a pillow in between your thighs and legs, sandwiching that pillow. Stay here for 10. Doing it at your own pace. Breathing in and out. If child is not a super okay counter stretch for you, just do your prone pose or lie down on the mat. You're free to do whatever works for you. Taking in this moment. You all did well. Your practice is a practice. All practices are beautiful. All right, so now what we'll do is lie down on the mat. So you will lie down. You can remove your props. So just a flat surface here. Lie down. You can release your hair tie if you're in a bun like me. And from here, we're just going to roll side to side. Starting first with the knees. So bend the knees. Maybe you can lift them up a little bit and just sway from side to side. Very slowly. Side to side, rolling on the back. Feel free to take your own pace. So the hardest part with back bend is that we will rely on the lower back since it's the most flexible part of the back. And when we do our counter stretch, we need to take care of that. So we're natin bibiglain. Maybe a couple more breaths as we roll. And whenever you feel like you've filled your cup, go back to center. Let's slowly bring our knees in. Hug them in towards the chest. So we're slightly lifting the hip up, adding a little roundness in the spine, especially in the lower region. Maybe just gazing towards the sky, towards the ceiling. You are free not to lift the upper back. If you wish to do so, then do so. Breathing in and out. Just for a few breaths. And slowly release. Still with the knees bent. We're going to lift one knee up, like so, and then place our shin on the other knee. So the quattro, figure 4. And what we want to do here is to feel some stretch on the glutes here. So we're actively going to send the lifted knee forward. And then we're going to lift the other foot upwards like so. If you wish to thread your hands to meet and pull on your de quattro more, feel free to do so. If not, that's fine. Staying here for 5 breaths. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release up to the other side. So each side doesn't have to be equal. Depends on you, depends on your anatomy. If this one lifts and the other one does not, that's fine. But if you want to equalize, there's also no harm in that. Just to do what works for you at the moment. And here on or cactus, we're going to send these towards the left and gaze towards the right as we take our twist. Right. Very gentle twist along the leg. We're not sending the right knee all the way to the left. If you wish to do so, then do so. Breathing in and out through the nose, accessing the pranic field or the life energy that is surrounding us. And slowly lift up or take it on the other side, twisting towards the right, gazing towards the left. If you have other variations of twists that you want to do, feel free to do that. Slowly return center. One last hugging of the knees in. Taking an inhale in the nose, through the nose, and exhaling through the mouth. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the mouth. One last cleansing breath in. And a clearing breath out through the mouth as you release your legs towards the corners of the mat and your arms beside you. So we'll stay in our Shavasana for a few breaths. Maybe you can do a body scan before we surrender into silence. See if you can soften the toes, the ankles, your knees, your thighs, and the hips. If you wish to shimmy left and right, just to find that comfortable sensation on the lower back and the tailbone or the sacrum, feel free to do so. Relax your back, the lumbar spine, the upper back, the shoulders, the neck, the chest, this time see if you can soften your cheeks, your lips. Maybe you can allow the tongue to drop from the roof of the mouth, the jaw to unclench, and the lips to part. Relax the nose, relax the eyelids, relax the space in between the eyebrows. If you feel that your eyebrows are squinting, the eyes is squinting, if there's any tension up in that region, maybe you can also place your thumb and your index finger and just widen that space, relax that space. Relax the crown of the head, and we'll stay here for a minute. Don't worry, I am here. I will let you know when it's time. Now slowly start to gain awareness back on your senses. Feel free to curl the toes and the fingertips. See if you can shake the lower body and the arms. Maybe sway from side to side. And slowly roll the body to one side, using your arm as a cushion. And then in the laziest way possible, let's follow ourselves to a seat. Find any comfortable seat. Place the hands in front of us in prayer, and then you'll slowly and then gradually rub the palms together to generate heat. Just waking ourselves up from our Shavasana. And then slowly place our hands in front of the eyes, allowing the eyes to absorb this energy. You can open the eyes behind the palms. Then close them once again, rubbing the palms one more time to distribute the heat all over the body. Whenever you feel that you've generated and made enough heat, feel free to place that on the part that you think needs that energy or love. May it be your head, your neck, your back, your shoulders, your legs, your knees, whatever, your cheeks, your hair, it's fine. Wherever you want. And whenever you're done, slowly find our arms back in prayer in front of our forehead for kind thoughts, in front of the mouth for kind words, and in front of the heart for kind intentions. The divine in me honors and communes with the divine in each and every one of you. Let's bow down. Good evening. You can open the eyes. Thank you for joining me in today's practice. Okay. And before we end, let's take a photo and we'll be doing an announcement, right, P? Yes. Okay. So, photo muna tayo.